What's up YouTube, my name's Albert Aldridge. If you are a new viewer to the channel, welcome, it's lovely to have you. If you're an old subscriber, part of the AA gang, great to have you back. You're always so encouraging and motivating, thank you so much. There's some free resources down there in the YouTube description which you can download. Go ahead and click the link so you can download it. In today's video I'm going to be giving you dietary tips for those of you who have been dieting for say about 3 to 4 months or a bit longer, maybe even a bit shorter, and are needing those more advanced tips in order to help you to lose fat and achieve your body composition and fat loss goals. If you're new to the channel, again, welcome. My name is Albert Aldridge and I create videos based around exercise tutorials, dietary advice, and I make entertaining videos to help educate people about how they can lose fat around their current lifestyle. All of this information is applicable to those who haven't started their fitness journey yet, and it's also applicable to those people who have aspirations to compete in certain sports and are athletes. Before we get into this video, just do me a favour, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because it really does help to boost my videos so other people can see them, and it helps to promote the channel throughout YouTube because it's a very saturated market. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Let me know what topics you'd like me to address in future videos, and enjoy the vid. Hey guys, apologies, it's been a little while since I uploaded a video, but again I'm going to be as consistent as possible. You'll always see at least 1 to 2 videos from me every single week, and within the time from my previous video up till now, I have visited a local Olympic weightlifting gym, which was awesome. It was slightly out of the way, down in Storrington in the UK, called South Downs Performance Gym. I went in there and I had a consultation for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, where a really useful strength and conditioning coach taught me about how to practice the clean and the clean and jerk movement. All the different movement patterns and pathways I've got to get into my mind and get my central nervous system used to doing, which you're going to see me practicing in a little while. But first of all, you're just before I touch on that, because I'll talk more about the clean and jerk stuff I was taught when the footage rolls, but you just saw a workout there. I think this is from the same day, this squat footage, or it might be from the day after. But there was one of these days where it was raining really heavily, and I was just trying to use the camera between each downpour, if I'm honest. So when it downpoured, I sheltered the camera inside, and I brought it back outside, and I kept on doing that for the whole workout. And I'm trying to do squatting on a more regular basis, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes the thought of having a really heavy barbell on your back just doesn't appeal, and then you try and slack off doing squats. Don't get me wrong, I do squats pretty consistently. It's always roughly, on average, twice a week. But I want to start doing it more about 3 to 4 times a week. So I always make sure I do a really heavy squat session. I do a paused session, and then I like to do squats between other exercises on other days. So say at the moment my top weight for squatting is roughly 121 kilograms. For a 5x5, then a paused squat 5x5 I use 112 kilograms, and then within a session where I use squats and do them alongside other exercises, I use about 102 kilograms, just so my central nervous system doesn't get pummeled every time I do squats. Anyway, here, this is what I was taught at the Olympic weightlifting gym about how to do the clean and the movement pathways that I need to learn for it. I need to get really much better at getting my elbows high and just get confident with moving the bar and throwing it above my head. Do let me know though if you want to get into Olympic weightlifting, because I like to hear about other people's journey. Sit back and enjoy the rest of the video. Now in this portion of the video, I'm going to give you advice if you're a person who's been trying to lose weight for a while, or perhaps you're 3 to 4 months into your fat loss or weight loss transformation, but you're reaching a point where you're like, I've hit a weight loss plateau, or you're finding that although the number of the scale is going down slightly, you're still not achieving that toned physique you're aspiring to have. Here's the first tip. So if you're wanting to achieve a lean physique, which is toned and you have a little bit of muscle definition, but nothing that's too bulky, and a physique that is sustainable in the long run so you can still enjoy all the foods you love to eat in your diet, here are some tips. days. First tip, are you utilising refeed days correctly as well as diet breaks? I'll put a really great YouTube video backing up my reasoning for diet breaks, especially in the YouTube description. I really do encourage you to check out this because he explains it really well. But with refeed days, these are generally done when somebody hits a weight loss plateau, they're feeling lethargic, they're feeling like they're perhaps going to come away from their diet because they're feeling so low. And feeling low can sometimes happen when you're restricting your calories. An example of a refeed day would be when somebody has started a diet on 2,000 calories after maintaining their weight on 2,500 calories. They've lost a couple of pounds the first week, a pound the second week, and then they've hit a weight loss plateau in the third week. So at the end of the third week, when they found out they've hit a weight loss plateau, they have a refeed day. This is when, in my opinion, you eat about 500 calories above your current daily caloric intake. So if you're having 2,000, you would go back to eating 2,400 or 2,500 calories. I encourage around 500 calories more, or even further than that, and that is because eating at maintenance and above for one day will cause your body to start producing hormones normally again. When you're dieting each day, you're essentially restricting yourself of calories, so you're essentially taking away nutrients from your body. So slowly over time, your body's going to hit a weight loss plateau just because it's my calories are being restricted, so it won't be able to function like it normally does on maintenance calories. Plus the body always wants to adapt to get a balance and an equilibrium, so it's going to want to get to a weight that is a stable weight, and this is why we use refeed days to make the body think, I'm eating at maintenance again, I'm going to start producing hormones like the fat burning hormone leptin at normal levels again, because I'm being fed the amount of food I need to maintain a weight or even increase my body weight a little bit. But then after that refeed day, you go back to the calories you were on, or even slightly lower, because your body will start producing leptin normally again, and from the thermogenic effect of having more food increasing the production of leptin from this refeed day, you may experience a slight increase in weight to start with for the first day or two because you've had more food on that one refeed day, but then you'll slowly go past your weight loss plateau and continue progressing in losing weight again. So refeed days are utilised once a week, but usually at the start of a diet it's done every fortnight because you won't be restricting your calories too much to start with, but as you get deeper into a diet they're utilised more because your calories are much lower towards the end of a dieting phase. I'm going to a swimming club now. I'm going to have some couscous first, but then when I come back I'm going to tell you the reason for diet breaks. And just like that, I'm back. That was a great swim. Always have a good time down there. Anyway, here's the explanation about diet breaks. As I said, the YouTube video I've put in the YouTube description is really good at explaining this concept, but I will try and simplify that 7.5 minute video into a few sentences so you guys can understand it right now. As I said, with a dieting phase, you're going to be taking calories away from your body every day, so you're essentially starving your body ever so slightly every day. So therefore you might not necessarily reach your micronutrient goals, your daily micronutrient goals I'm talking about. It's inevitable sometimes you might become nutrient deficient, but that's usually if you're not having a varied diet. You'll become more lethargic as you go through a dieting phase, that's pretty normal. You'll find over time that your strength does reduce in regards to your gym and resistance training. Your exercise performance will slowly go down a little bit, but if you're finding you're at a point that your strength has significantly dropped in the gym, you're feeling really lethargic, very unproductive, it's really affecting your well-being and your everyday life, and you've hit a weight loss plateau, this is a great sign that you need a diet break. A diet break can be done using different protocols. I use my specific protocol by increasing calories by 100 every 3 to 4 days across a 2-week period, but diet breaks can be much longer, and sometimes it's literally somebody takes their calories back up to maintenance by roughly 400 to 500 and keeps it there for about a month or even 2 months, just so their body can reach a weight that it sustains for, say, a month. And during this time it will regulate hormones, you'll be able to relax your mindset for a while. Then once you've hit a point where your weight is maintaining pretty easily, you will have still lost that initial weight to start with from when you started dieting, then your body will be ready again to go back into that dieting phase. So it's like you diet for a while, go through a diet break, then go back to dieting again. It takes much longer, but this is definitely more sustainable in the long run, and you'll be able to reach your target weight slightly below, go on a diet break, and then you'll find that you can easily maintain the target weight that you've managed to hit rather than just significantly dropping your calories to start with, then trying to really get to your target weight very quickly, sacrificing lots of muscle mass, but you reach it within, say, 8 to 12 weeks. Then you go back to how you were normally eating before you started dieting, and then you just go balloon back up and go further past where you started that initial diet. This is usually known as a yo-yo diet. These types of people are usually known as a yo-yo dieter, but this is not what I'm talking about. My second and final tip for you guys who have been dieting for a while and are not quite achieving the physique that you'd like to. Maybe you have a little bit of a skinny fat physique, so you still have adipose tissue around your abdomen area, so you've got a little bit of fat around there, and you'd rather do something what we call body recomposition, improve your muscle tone by increasing muscle mass a little bit and then reducing that body fat percentage. You should think about this. Have you dropped your calories too much too quickly? If you're somebody who's never counted calories before, then what I'd recommend you do at the moment is, say the Monday coming, weigh yourself in the morning on an empty stomach, having used the bathroom completely naked. Woo! Take your weight then, and then use your metrics like your current height, your weight, your perceived activity level per week. I'll also put a YouTube video link in the description of this video of a video I made a while ago about how to work out the calories you need to start dieting. Then what you can do is work out that amount of calories you need per day in order to sustain your weight. Eat that amount of calories per day for 1 week and see if your body maintains its weight. Again, it doesn't have to be nail on the head if you're using digital scales, but so it gives you roughly the same weight after a week of eating that specific amount of calories per day. Once you've found that out, then take 250 calories away from that to start with. So that'll be helping you to lose roughly ½ pound a week, which is 2 pounds a month. A lot of diets out there will tell you to take 500 calories away in order to lose £1 a week. I prefer going for the slightly lower approach so you can really target fat loss, and that means you can keep your calories higher during your weight loss phase in the long run, and it's easier to sustain muscle as you're dieting this way, maintain strength in the gym, and get that toned physique you're aspiring to have. And sometimes by taking that 250 calories away, you might find to start with you lose between 1 to 2 pounds a week in that initial first week of dieting. That's absolutely fine. I like to advise clients losing between £0.5 to £2 a week at the most in order to really target fat loss, but the really good range is between 1 and 1.5 pounds of weight lost during a typical week of dieting, so you can lose weight effectively by targeting fat loss. Really, this is all trial and error. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I apologise that there wasn't as much footage of random stuff I was doing throughout the day. What I'm saying is I'm sorry that it was just workout footage and just the explanation, but in next video I'm going to try and incorporate a bit more. If you'd like to see anything in particular, do let me know in the YouTube comment section below. I love you guys for always watching. Thank you for support, and I'll see you in the next couple of days. Cheers.